Anime is a medium that I love. The 2D animation that is all but lost in the West is beautifully drawn and animated in Japan. The incredible, unique, and beautiful art styles are just the beginning for the greatness that anime can achieve, with incredible, unique, and beautiful stories that go to the deepest level of the human experience. Fast-paced, wild, and heavily character-focused, with bizarre twists and turns, the adaptations and original works make for some of the most insane experiences in storytelling. Often unadulterated from the minds of manga artists or light novel authors, they can be quirky and comedic while also being emotional, painful, and heartfelt, sometimes within the same episode or even scene. There are so many reasons to love anime, and so many unique aspects to it compared to other works of art. I love anime, and I love making videos about it. I think this is a good video about anime, and if you give me your time, I'd like to prove that to you by going in depth into these topics, showing what the medium of anime has to offer and what I appreciate about it so much. Thank you for watching this much of the video. I'll make sure the rest is even better. I love the art of storytelling and visual entertainment, and anime is some of the purest forms of it. Do you disagree? I mean, like a story a mischievous child would tell, with "and everyone dies, the end" being the finale. This, which would be terrible for an actual ending to a fully produced TV show, manages to be an ending in anime. And it was awful. A terrible ending to the story. But at the same time, it was incredible. Who has the guts to end their story and hundreds upon hundreds of hours of work like that? With most anime being adaptations of manga or light novels that are written by one author, you often get bizarre twists that can ruin a story with one bad choice by the author. But you also get concepts that push the boundaries of what a successful story can be about. Romantic comedies with supernatural twists, stories made to look like cute slice of life feel-good shows turn into depressing horrors with shocking turns. And fantasies with complex political and social systems are commonplace in anime. The individual storyteller, along with the freedom of animation, are a perfect match for creating bizarre stories in their setting and tone. This kind of risky storytelling is what professional writing is all about. Now, not all anime is written like this, of course. I'm not going to tell you every anime is a masterpiece. That's very disingenuous, and you'd probably click off this video. Anime can be very generic and follow the tropes of other successful shows in its genre, but there's more than just originality to be impressed by. Anime has the confidence to be in your face, tell you exactly what it wants you to know. It'll be unashamedly a power fantasy, made just to watch someone powerful do incredible things. Or it can be brutally realistic, showing you the worst side of people. It can be absurd with even a basic slice of life premise, making you wonder why 3 student council members talking for 20 minutes, or a story centered around a sport you have no care for, is so entertaining. So why is anime this way? I touched on it a little bit, but what aspects are what makes this medium so loved and growing in popularity each year? The main reason for this, I believe, is in the creative culture and 2D animation. Now, there's a lot I mean by creative culture, and those words probably mean nothing to you, so let me explain what I mean instead of trying to just sound smart. Are you still paying attention, or did you kind of zone out listening to this? Either way, I'm glad you're still watching. The culture in Japan's entertainment industry produces some truly great stories. I'm not going to pretend I'm some expert on this, but you can see from their work that the authors are more focused on telling interesting stories than pleasing executives or pushing agendas. I think the main reason for this is that most anime stories come from the mind of a single creator. Anime are usually adaptations of manga or light novels, and while not every anime follows their source material, many are nearly one-to-one recreations. Comparing this to American entertainment, this is absurd. Of the millions of television and movie adaptations of books and comics, can you even think of one that was completely faithful to its source material? It's not impossible to make a good story without being a completely accurate adaptation, but portraying the original intent of the author brings out those more authentic emotions and powerful moments. Generally, if you are going to adapt something and then change it, why not just make an original story? The other aspect of what I mean by creative culture is what is acceptable in storytelling. And I don't mean by political standards, but purely what is considered okay when it comes to the story itself. The tone can completely change minute to minute, and it can be wildly unrealistic. It's just anime. I'm sure you understand what I mean, or maybe you haven't even thought about how insane your favorite anime really is. But that's just what art is. It should be realistic. Sometimes. Art should never always have to be one thing. Does that make sense to you? I hope that was a good line, but that's why I love risky and ridiculous stories, even if they're terrible in the end. Either being super unique or just having an average premise, the really good stories have a confidence that what they're doing is purposeful. And anime is the master about not being shy about what it wants to show you. I'm not going to say anime is better than any other entertainment, but these are aspects that make it unique. I like appreciating its strengths and the things it does better than other media, which leads me to one of, if not its biggest strength: the animation itself. Did you like that transition to the last part of this video? 2D animation in Western media has been mostly regulated to the very simple style used in comedy shows. It works fine, but it's not particularly unique or interesting. Although a lot of anime looks similar, there's a massive range of styles, from the clean but serious style of Psycho Pass to the simple and cartoonish Mob Psycho. The individuality of each work is apparent when you look even a little beyond the surface. While America mostly abandoned 2D animation, Japan embraced it. The choppy movements, over-exaggerated expressions, cartoonishly bright colors and designs, I love it all. It's unique and different to each show and each artist's style. It can be beautiful and ugly and evoke such powerful emotions just from the expressionistic art. I think 2D animation is more appealing and interesting than 3D animation will ever be. Although there is a few studios who experiment and create visually interesting things with 3D animation, most of it is very bland and more or less looks like the last thing that came out. I can't think of a good conclusion for this video, so I'll just say this: anime might be goofy and ridiculous and melodramatic, but it's extremely fun. With all of the deep, dark, and heavy plots, anime still tries to be simply entertaining and fun. And that kind of pure storytelling is what makes me adore this bizarre medium of art. If you don't watch anime, maybe check out a few shows. You might just find something special. Was this a good video? I hope it was worth your time, and if it was, please subscribe, because if I get 1,000 subscribers, I can actually monetize my channel, and that would be great. Have you done it yet? No, that's okay, take your time. That's all for me. Thank you for watching, I really appreciate it. Jamyo.